Hi, welcome back. In today's topic, we are going to cover deep copy and shallow copy. So, almost all the interviewers are asking this question. So, to understand this, we must know what is object references and copying it. Okay, so initially, what we'll do is we'll go with the fundamental differences of object versus primitive. Okay, primitive such as string, number, boolean. So, what happens if we try to copy any primitive data type? So, we'll see an example. Let Superman is equal to Hulk. So now we are going to copy this variable into another variable. Like for example, let superhero is equal to Superman. So what happens now? It is very obvious and everybody know the answer. When we try to console Superman and superhero, we'll get Hulk as a value. Can we try it out? Okay. Console.log Superman, superhero. Now if we run this code, we are going to see Hulk, Hulk in the console. We'll check. Yes. So we got this. This is because we have two independent variables, each one storing the string value. Okay. So this is very obvious and we all know it will work the same. But what happens if the first variable Superman is an object? Name is equal to Hulk. So here let superhero equal to Superman. Now we are trying to copy an object. So this should definitely return the same value because we are copying it. But this is called shallow copy because what is a copy? Basically we should duplicate it, right? And what is duplication? If anything is changed to the duplicate value, that should not affect the original value. But see what, okay, first we will try to console this. Okay, Superman, superhero and Superman will have the same value. But now try changing the name of Superman using superhero. So now what I'll do is I'll just okay, directly, instead of writing directly, I'll assign it to the previous line. Superhero dot name will have. Okay, we'll remove this test directly. We'll do it. Why are we assigning multiple value? Okay, superhero dot name is equal to Spider-Man. So now what should happen? We should not alter the value of Superman. So if that happens, then this is not a good duplication. So duplication or cloning is something you can do anything to the cloned value, but not the original value. The original should not be altered. So that is the reason why we are copying, right? So but if we print this in the console, try to print this in the console, Superman.name, see the name has changed. So this is the shallow copy. The reason is because in the memory it will only store the reference in the memory. Okay, so if we try to copy this, only the reference is stored in the memory and not the entire value. So the name can be changed using the Superman or any variable. The value of this name can be changed. So if you check Superman is equal to superhero, yes, it will return true because the reference will be same. This for this you can imagine you have a house and a key. So house is the object and key is the original value. Now you are going to duplicate the key and not the house. Okay, so the key which you duplicate will also allow you to access the house. The house is still the same, only the key changes. So even you can enter with the duplicate key inside the house and change things or clean your house, or with the original key you can enter the house and change or modify the things at home. Similarly, the same happens here. So this particular thing is referred to as a shallow copy. Okay, now we'll see comparison by reference. Okay, this is that. Okay. See here. So object dot assign, we are going to assign a new object to that. So now what happens? Superhero. So what is this? Superhero is a new object. Okay, now it is a new object, duplicated object. So Superman. So what happens now if we console? Instead of consoling directly superhero, so name is equal to Hulk, yes, it is all done. We are going to change the name of the Superman, name of superhero now. Okay, sorry. So what happens? Captain America, will have superhero dot name is Captain America. So what will happen now? Any guesses? So here we have created a new reference. We are not duplicating just the reference. We are trying to duplicate or create a new object by duplicating it. Okay, so it is considered as a new object, means you are having a new lock and a new key. Otherwise you can have a different house. So see, the name of the original value is still the same. Superman dot name is still Hulk, because that is the original value and we are just duplicating it, mutating the original value, and that will any change in the duplicate value will not affect the original one. Any changes in the duplicate one will not affect the original one. Okay, so but there is a trick here. Okay, we cannot say this as a deep copy. So this is a deep copy only when we have one layer of object. We'll see what is it in the next example. Suppose we have, if the object have object within that, we'll go through that in a minute. Okay, so yes, so now we are going to see what is nested cloning. So until now we assume that all the properties of the Superman are primitive, but the properties can be referenced to other objects. Like, for example, we'll add another object to this Superman. Okay, so sizes like height, weight and all we'll add. New properties we are going to add. So now see what in a very simple thing, a simple example before what we saw. So Superman was the reference and superhero is also a reference. So what happens if we duplicate this? Sizes will become the reference and it won't be the value. So if it has multiple objects like this, it copies only the reference. It won't copy the value of height and weight. So if I change superhero dot sizes dot weight, means it will still change the value of the Superman. Try to understand. Sizes is a reference here. Sizes is the key here now. Okay, so height and weight is the house, that is the object. So it will copy only the reference and not the value. So now if superhero.size dot weight equal to 80, then Superman, see, Superman's weight is also modified, because the Superman dot sizes is an object and will be copied only by reference. So clone and Superman means the superhero and Superman will share same sizes, same size properties. Okay. So to fix this, what we have to do? We have to truly separate the object. We should use cloning loop that examines each value of this Superman, and if it's an object, then we have to replicate its structure as well. So that structure also has to be replicated. This is called deep cloning. Deep cloning is what has to replicate its structure, all the structure. When it has internal object, then that also has to be done. So this is achieved using JSON parse and JSON stringify mostly. Okay, there is another function called _deep clone, but we are not going to look into that. This is very simple example of deep copy. So if we try to JSON parse and JSON stringify and assign it to a value, then it copies the entire thing. Okay, so this will be a deep copy. It still means any changes that is made to superhero will not be affected to superhero. Okay, there is one more thing. An important side effect of storing the object as reference is that if the object is declared as const, it can still be modified. So this, see here, you can try it out. Superman.name is Spider-Man, and if you try Superman.name, it changes. So if we really need to make a constant object properties, it's also possible, but totally different, by using totally different methods. So we can use a different thing, and we have to explore more on how to do that. Mostly property flags and descriptors, we'll cover it later. So this is a side effect. Hope you understood the topic. If anything has to be improved, please comment out. Thank you. Bye bye.